B? What's
Bigger Vlad, what's going on, baby?
Everything good, man.
I'm still grinding. We still here.
Okay. Well, we don't have much time, so I just want to get caught up with you real quick. First and foremost, July of last year, because originally you were sentenced to 75 years, but then last July you said you got reduced to 20 years and then to 12 years. So explain.
Well, you know, I'm eligible for my full minimum status in February, so I'll most likely be, you know, by the end of next year, I'll be like in halfway house. That's like worst case scenario, halfway house end of the next year. So that's why I said that. But it's going down. I'm here. I'm on my way. I done gave my shit back. I done did the most part, for the most part. So right now, I'm just finding it out, get ready. I'm almost there. It's almost over. So,
okay, so
you know, I can only say that but so much, but it's actually true this time. So you'll be good.
Okay, so explain to everyone how you go from 75 to 12.
Well, I went back on post-conviction. My sentence was vacated for 35 years, so I got back on, my first appeal was denied. Then when I went back on post-conviction, I found ineffective assistance against my lawyer. And before the case came back before the judge made an actual decision or decided to turn the whole case over, I pleaded out. I couldn't go through waiting for another decision on the courts, you know what I'm saying, or another letdown. So I took 20. So that with my time in, and once I get full minimum, I'll be down to about 12 and a half years, which will have me in I'll be in the camp February, and by the end of next year I'll be in the halfway house. So that's why I said that like that. But yeah, you know, it's a whole thing as far as my case and how I break it down. But that's a whole nother. We're gonna need some calls for that one.
No, I feel you. I mean, how did it feel? Because you went in, you know, you got sentenced in your 30s, and they're telling you have 75 years, which means that, you know, you're looking at it dying in prison potentially, to suddenly being told, hey, you're going to get out at first, you know, in 20 years, then at 12, which we're just about at right now. Like, how did that feel to know that you're going to get your life back at one point?
It just felt good. It felt the equivalency. It felt just as good. Like, you know how, let me explain this like you. The way when I lost my life, when they took it, that pain, it felt that good when I got daylight again. So to that effect, you know what I'm saying? It felt very good. It felt rejuvenated. My family was happy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was happy. It's just like a new life again. You know what I'm saying? They tell you one thing, and that's what you're used to. But we never gave up the fight. You know, I was up there, you know, doing my thing, but I was studying too, getting ready to come back, because I always kept fighting. But it felt great. We here. You never lose the fight.
Okay, and then I guess last February you got moved to a minimum security prison?
I'm in Northern now. We in the trailers running around, so it's like minimum. It's kind of like minimum classification, but February, like around February, I go for my shit. So I'll be like by the beginning of next year, I'll be like full minimum. I'll be working outside the facility type of shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so before you got moved last time, you were in a maximum security prison?
I was in Trenton, which is max, and then I went down to Broadway, which is another max. Now, man.
All right, so now that you actually feel like you have a release date and you're going to be getting out, then you actually start releasing music. Now, how are you actually putting all this together?
I mean, listen, you know, I got a system. I don't want to display that yet because we got a lot of things, and a lot of prospects is on the horizon. So I can't break that down just yet. But I tell you this, it's not because I was getting released that I was putting out music. You know what I'm saying? I just had an opportunity to make music, so I put some music out, and it just so happened that, you know, it is what it is. But I never stopped working on music, even when I blew trial. I always used to write my music. So if you're wondering why I still sound polished, that's why. You know, I never stopped doing what I do.
I mean, is prison a place where you could actually be creative and you could actually create that type of art, considering where you are?
I mean, listen, that's one of the things that, this is why I ask the people, this is one of the things that I ask y'all to take in consideration when I make these joints. Look at my circumstances, look where I'm at. And yet I'm still able to come up with these beautiful concepts and these wavy loops that got y'all going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the place to be creative, but it's a place you can be creative. I feel that somebody like me that can go in my own oasis, go in my own mind whenever I want, or that's where I usually live at. It's not a problem for me to come up with creative stuff. I always do it. So it is what it is. I like being away, being tucked away where I have the opportunity to actually be creative. So, I mean, listen, it works both ways. If it works for you, it can work against you. I can work in prison. It's no problem for me.
Okay. Yeah, I remember when you first got locked up, you and Jim Jones was really going at it. But then last year, no, in 2018 in December, Jim actually played your music at a Dipset show. And these days, it seems like y'all squashed it, you know. And French Montana actually did a song with Jim Jones recently. Well, what do you think about all that, and how do you feel about that whole situation?
I mean, you know, it just listen. It was a long time ago. Me and Jim was going through our little thing. You know, we was a little younger. We were still men, but we was younger. So we was all running around crazy. But, you know, bygones is bygones. We all moved on. Everybody elevating in life. Everybody got kids to feed now. So we moving on. We not dwelling on past issues. I don't want to be out, come home worrying about past issues or past beef or rival crews and things of that nature. I think we all need to focus up, level up, get this money and do what they need to do. It's all love. I'm here for the love and the great music, and I don't want no beef. So I'm just trying to make amends with everybody who I, you know, had issues with. So when I come out, I can have a clean slate and we can make history.
That's dope, man. Because honestly, what you did before you got locked up and that whole style, like the whole singing and rapping, you know, the New York type singing and rapping, really carried on. And I think a lot of people really took what you developed and ran with it and became millionaires and became famous and so forth. It'd be dope to actually see the originator come back and do it all over again.
It'd be a dream come true to come back and do it all over again, which I believe is going to happen, which is already in the process happening. We already there. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I said, we drop it. We putting out great music. A lot of time and effort goes into the projects I put together here and the circumstances I'm in. So take that consideration, you know what I'm saying? And support the music, support the movement, you know what I'm saying? We post my shit, show love, you know what I'm saying? Pop Smoke, shout out to Dave, rest in peace to Pop Smoke. We post his shit, post my shit, whoever drop, we support each other. That's how we got to keep this thing going. We got to start keeping it in-house, keeping our shit where it needs to be, and start repping each other and holding each other down. But you already know what it is, Vlad. I'm here. I'm working, man. I'm on my way. They gonna have to end me up anyway, cause when I come out next year, get up. I got a lot of work. My shit's still official, so we gonna see.
Yeah, man, we can't wait. But I remember like 4 years ago when Kanye was gonna do Waves. I remember you actually. That was 2016. I remember because everyone was contributing you to Waves, and you actually jumped on Kanye's album and said it was all good.
It's all love. Like I said, I'd rather network than to be, you know what I'm saying, than to be ops with these dudes. I'd rather network, link up, and just do it and do it. Get to the briefcase, but we still here.
So how did it feel to see, you know, the blueprint that you and French put together, and then, you know, when you got locked up, he actually took that and turned into a platinum rapper. You know, became one of the biggest rappers, you know, during different eras. You know, songs with Drake and platinum singles and everything else like that. How did it feel seeing that? Unfortunately, you couldn't participate, but seeing your homie do that.
It felt good knowing that he was doing that when I was in here. That shit felt marvelous because I already knew he had the potential to do it. So that was just my whole thing that before I got locked up, when I was out on bail, I was like, well, let me just try to put all the energy and love and support I had into him before I went in. And, you know, even whatever it was worth, whatever treatment he got out of my the elevation, whatever it was worth, it was all for the cause. So I don't mind. I love seeing French do what he do. I love it. I never get tired of seeing him do his numbers.
Yeah. I mean, he surprised me because, like I said, me and him were just doing DVDs one day. Next thing you know, he's actually a successful rapper. It's crazy, you know, and I'm happy for him. You know, we did a lot of his early interviews, and we even filmed some of his music videos early on. So it was dope to see someone kind of like from our freshman class do what they did.
Yeah, I'm with you. You know, that's my boy. You know, we hold it up.
Do people recognize you in prison? I mean, do you have fans as you walk the yard?
I mean, I'm here with everybody every day, so it's different to where if you're in the street and you don't see somebody, or you see your favorite artist in the street. You know what I'm saying? It's different to where you locked up with a dude every day and y'all see each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. These niggas see me every day. It's not, the excitement is not there. But yeah, everybody recognizes me. You already know. You know the Don is a household name. You know that. Come on, Vlad. Know this.
Of course. Have you run into any other artists or celebrities while locked up in the same prison?
Nah, this is it. This is only me. I'm the only one out here in this that had to endure this travesty of justice that I've been enduring the past 12 years. I've been the only one to endure this, unfortunately, but it's almost over, and I just been working and grinding, getting this thing ready. So I just wanted to put this music out and just give them something. While we going through this little pandemic, I was hoping to take people's mind off it with some good shit, you heard? So I dropped Charlie.
What are your plans when you get out? Do you have like a game plan of what you're going to do your first week out?
Yeah, I'm saying, me, I'm basic, man. I'm going to be with the family. I got kids. I'm going to chill with the lady, get this right. And then I'm going to get to work, man. I'm going to go out here and get to work and put some stuff out here one last time before I cancel this shit. Because I ain't going to be doing this forever. I'm about to go on my little retirement mode, but I'm going to put together one last package for y'all. That's going to probably last y'all for the next couple of decades, all right? So just get ready for that. I'm going to line y'all up real nice. And that's it, man. That's it. Y'all gonna know Max B was on this planet. You know what I'm saying?
I can't imagine you retiring. I'm just saying. As much work as you put out, because didn't you drop 10 albums at once at some point? I don't see it, man. I'm
my
just
man
saying.
said the same shit. He was like, yo, that's what my man said. He's like, yo, I don't see you. He's like, you just a dude that I see doing music forever, no matter what it is, whether it's like writing some type of commercial, some shit. He said, you just in the music too much. You love music too much not to be doing it. So I was like, all right, well, whatever. It is what it is. But, hopefully I ain't got to retire. Hopefully I can keep laying these things on y'all. Because this Negro Spirituals, man, this going to be special.
Oh, that's the name?
That's the name of the album, Negro Spirituals, that I'm dropping. Right now, we just did Charlie. So we got Charlie on there. 5 songs, for the people. Wanted to give y'all something nice. Let y'all know I still had it. Let y'all know I was even better than before. So it is what it is. Y'all hear it. Y'all hear the sound. Y'all hear the elegant.
Yeah. I mean, being in person, do you actually get to hear the music? Like, do you get to? Do you have internet access at all? I mean, do people send you tapes, or how does it work?
Nah, listen. No internet access. Nobody's. Now I go through a lot of process to get my music sent in here. That's a whole nother delay. For a whole nother delay. We're going to talk about that on a whole nother interview. I'm just telling you, that's a whole nother thing right there on how I do my shit. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? You want that? That's a whole other shit right there, baby. I'm telling you. That's the shit. But I can get that shit done. Niggas got to respect it. I'm a hard body, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Is that you on the cover of the Charlie album? Is that you and your parents?
That's me, my mom, and my dad back in the day. You like that?
Yeah, dope. I
see how I did that? You see how I connected? See how I did that?
Yeah. No, I like the old school. Like the old Polaroid pictures. Before digital.
That was for me. I did me. I had to put something out for me as far as like, because I was putting out music, and my family was like, "Well, when you gonna put something out for what went for us? Everything is always." So I said, you know what? I'm gonna put something out with a little. Something a little more orientated and more lines to make Mom proud. So when she hear the song, I'll be like, look, Mom made it. You know what I'm saying? So that was that right there. That wasn't a record that was supposed to be like, oh, it's hot. Or that's hard. That wasn't for that. So, you know what I mean?
The 5th song on the project, Didn't Mean to Kill a Man. What's that about? Explain.
That's the last song.
Yeah.
That's another testimony. That's another testimony. These are testimonial records. Kill a Man, and Good Man. Those are testimonial records right there. That's me just giving my testimonial, being real, being 100, putting it all out there, letting you know what I'm saying, being vulnerable, giving you the real shit. That's all that is.
How do your kids take you being locked up? Like, how often do you get to see them?
How often what?
How often do you get to see your kids?
Oh, I don't know. Every few weeks or so often. It's just that this corona kind of screwed everything up. But when corona ain't rolling, I be seeing my babies. You know what I'm saying? They come through. Shout out to my baby mothers. They bring the babies through. It is what it is.
How is coronavirus affecting the prisons right now? Like, what's the big difference that you're seeing?
What, with the virus and all that? I'm saying they gave us masks and shit. Just sticking here. Everybody had that. I had COVID. Everybody had COVID there. Everybody beat that shit.
Oh, you
guys passed away, unfortunately. I had COVID. I didn't go make a big fuss about it, go all on the internet telling everybody I had the shit, but I had it. Wasn't no big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what was the worst thing? Like, what did you go through? Explain what having COVID is for someone who doesn't know, like me.
I had symptoms. I had fever. I had back pains. I had body pains. My eyeballs was hurting for 2 weeks. We was all fucked up in here off that shit. We couldn't go nowhere. We was coughing on each other. We all had that shit. Everybody was fucked up for like damn near a month. Everybody. So that's that. But we good. They unlocked this shit. We was locked down. We back. Everybody back. I didn't go on tweeting and telling everybody, oh, man, we got COVID. I'm not doing all that stupid goofball shit. You already know what it is. COVID ain't got nothing on the thorn. We write that shit up. We bury that cockroach wretched disease. We on the bigger and better thing.
Glad you got through it, man. Out here, people are losing their minds.
Yeah, man. We ain't let no disease stop us, man. We done been through real shit. I done gave back 75 years in prison. You think I'm gonna let COVID-19 stop me?
Yeah, I mean, certain people are getting out. Like, I don't know if you heard, but Big Meech's brother, Southwest T, he got out early because of COVID.
Yeah, they let sue dudes out with medical issues and stuff like that. But I have no medical health problems and things of that nature. I'm good, so I just gotta go out and get out the way I'm gonna get out. So I'll be getting out my way. So I'll be getting out soon.
Yeah, man. God willing. But you actually knew people that died in there from it?
Yeah, they had a couple old heads that passed from it. Like, they said it was like 30-something or 40-something dudes that passed from it, but I don't know. I don't know nobody personally that died from it. It's a couple dudes that dropped from that shit, though, but listen, man, it is what it is, man. You got to be prayed up. You got to be on your bike. You got to be ready for this shit. Go down.
Yeah. What do you think, if you could tell me the hardest thing that you have to go through being locked up this long? What is the absolute worst thing?
The worst thing of being locked up is you can't go and do what you want to do when you want to do it. That's just it. All right? Ain't no secret to this, or nobody tell you nothing different. When you can't go and do what you want when you want. That's the bottom line. All right? When you can't see your kids and squeeze your family and your girl and eat what you want, all that count. That's the suffer from prison right there. So that's the worst thing. Not being able to be there with my family in my life. I'm here with this other shit. But it is what it is. We fighting. We still strong.
Well, you were pretty wild before you got locked up. What do you think was the best thing that happened to you from this time that you've been locked up? Like, what's the one thing you think you've gained from the experience?
This wisdom, man. Just being on this planet 42 years is enough for me. Just being around a lot of dudes, a lot of different men, a lot of different situations, a lot of different crazy areas I grew up in, and just learning from that shit and being around them type of dudes and learning from them mistakes. And just trying to be better when I fuck up. So when I make a mistake, just have to be accountable, hold myself accountable, and be better and just move on with that shit. And don't be holding on to that shit. That's all. But this taught me everything. This is real. I damn near grew up in jail. You know, jail real, man. I've been in this motherfucker, so it taught me a lot. But it is what it is. It don't define me. It ain't who I am. It's just an experience I went through, and it's over. So it's gonna be over soon, and I'm gonna be back to business.
Right, because you were locked up when you were younger too for a few years.
Yeah, Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
man.
Word.
Well, listen, Max, it sounds like regardless of where you are right now, it sounds like your spirit is still high, man. It sounds like you still got a smile on your face. People still, are talking about you on the outside. Jay-Z's making songs mentioning you. Kanye got you on his album. I mean, you're talking about those are some of the two
Yeah.
biggest period in music, man. After being gone for so long, I don't think too
Yep.
many people could say that. But you could say that about Max B. And man, it just is a testament to your body of work. To the work that you did. It just shows how it lives on, man. And I'm glad that you still got your, hopes high. And it sounds like you're getting out soon, man. And a lot of people are happy, including me.
And thank you, man. I'm on my way. You know me. I'm just staying focused. I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep the music going for as long as I can, for as long as they allow me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm having fun with it, so I'm gonna just keep trying to make it at a high level for the people.
That's what it is, man. Max, wish you the best until we see each other in person.
Hey, man, thank you, man. I always appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love and support, man. You need me, I'm here for you.
No doubt, man. Keep your head up in there.